Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm afraid that's all for tonight and for the next 3 months, but we will be back in September with a new series of Jemima Shore Investigates, in which an investigator called Jemima Shore tries to take a clear look at some of the things that worry and puzzle you in life and does her best to help. Good night and thank you.
Well done, Jemima, darling.
Yes.
Marvellous show. Many congratulations.
Thank you, Valentine.
Every week, right up there. You're marvellous.
Yes, thank you, Valentine. Is that why you're my publisher?
Ah, such a tiny little publishing firm. Potty little publisher.
Oh, Valentine, how can you speak like that when you know you publish me?
So sorry. I'd quite forgotten.
Chloe Fontaine, England's leading lady novelist. Yes.
Quite slipped my mind.
Not only that, you're going to publish me.
I am to have that honour, I believe.
Honour.
Excuse me.
Having a bit of trouble outside. Thought you ought to know.
What sort of trouble?
A demo.
What, political?
No, because we've got Sir Richard Lionel here. It's against him.
Oh, Dockland and all that.
That's right. The devouring lion of Dockland eating us up.
Sure.
Good evening, Sir Richard. So glad you could come.
Yeah, I understand I'm being a bit of a nuisance, or rather my opponents are.
Well, I shouldn't let that worry you.
I don't.
I mean, what are they but people who care about Georgian architecture?
Excuse me, Sir Richard, could I have a quick photograph of you with Miss Shaw? Friendly conversation, you know the sort of thing.
I don't think she wants to be seen in friendly conversation with me.
No, I don't.
Okay, somebody else then.
Sir Richard.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Sir Richard.
Stop him! Stop him!
What happened?
Oh, just some practical joke. I didn't matter. I mean, the paper in the country will dare publish it.
Well, I'm terribly sorry. Will you have another drink before you go?
Oh, yes, thank you. Whiskey.
Whiskey.
No, but I'm shaking all over. Silly photographer. What a silly thing to do. Oh,
Did you see that?
He really is a criminal. He's a neighbour of Mummy's in Sussex. I can't bear the man. You can see what he's done to the river. Oh, sorry, darling. You're living there, aren't you?
Yes, and I think it's absolutely marvellous.
Well, darling, you're living in it. You don't have to look at it. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't yet.
Don't. You'll have a heart attack. I nearly do every time. Poor Mummy, who positively panics when I play the third set at tennis. What she'd say if she knew I was living near that place. She'd make him pull it down straight away.
He exaggerates as usual. I've only just moved in. Jemima, you must come and see me there.
But I'd love to.
Good. I haven't given anyone my telephone number. You'll be the first.
Sure.
I don't believe this.
Oh, come on.
Gotcha! Bloody hands off of me!
Sir?
Right. Now, do you want to fight?
A fight, sir. Miss Shaw, this man's trying to get him without invitation card.
Oh? Kevin John Athlone.
Same.
It's all right.
All right, if you need anything.
I'll shout for you. Thank you, Collins. Why didn't you come and join the party? What will you have to drink?
I didn't come for a bloody drink. I'm looking for her.
Who?
That tail-wagging bitch. There she is.
Look, will you have a drink if I get you some of the hard stuff?
The harlot of Jerusalem! I don't want any of your ladylike gnat piss!
Well, you don't have to break the glass.
I'll break anything I bloody well like starting with her neck.
All right, come on, come on. You still want to fight, sir? Come on, you still want to fight. We'll show you what a fight.
Valentine. Oh.
Okay.
Thank you, darling. So gallant of you. Made me feel like Barbara Cartland.
Yeah, this weak but well-bred heart beats for you.
Thank you, Valentine.
At your feet or under your feet, wherever you say.
Who let that drunken brute in?
I did, I'm afraid, Chloe. I just didn't remember. It didn't occur to me.
Why should it have? But he's the one man in the whole world I don't want to see ever again. Could I have another drink, please?
I'll get you one.
Look, is it really all over, or is this his way of saying it isn't?
Well, whatever he says, it certainly is. Jemima. You know, I left him because I couldn't stand it anymore. The noise, the drunkenness, the shouting, the quarrels, the blows. Oh, yes, he hit me. He was going to hit me again just now. I've had it, Jem, absolutely had it. That's why I moved from my house in Fulham to my flat on the river, to put the past behind me. He doesn't know where I am, and I'm certainly not going to tell him.
Well, I certainly won't.
It's not my idea of fun, living with someone you think is going to kill you. What?
So, now you'll be Jemima Shore, woman of letters.
I hope so. I promised Valentine I'd let him have an outline in the first few chapters by September.
Wow.
I know. That's why I've got to hide away and get on. Away from all those wretched telephones. The beauty of borrowing Chloe's flat is that nobody knows about it.
What's the book about?
Women philanthropists of the 19th century.
Ah, so this is Line Key.
Not that bad. Rather impressive, in fact. Oh, there's Chloe!
Shouldn't we ring her bell?
She told me it doesn't work yet. That's why the door's open.
Dangerous for burglars.
Healthy burglars. Why? The lifts don't work yet either. They have to climb 3 floors.
Us too.
No, just me. I don't want to see anyone, and I don't want to hear from anyone. See you when I see you.
You'll find nothing works outside, including the bell, but everything works in here.
Did you give them absolute hell?
Oh, no.
I have influence.
This is it. Oh, I do hope you'll be happy here.
With the Wollstonecraft Library round the corner, I'm sure I shall. Oh, this is nice.
You really like it? Oh, as my lodger, here's your lodger.
Hello, Midnight. I've always loved midnight. Oh, couldn't leave you on your own, could we?
Hmm? This is very good of you, Jemima.
Not at all. It's just what I want. And it's very convenient because 2 chums have just come over from the States, so I let them have my flat.
Well, I don't feel so bad then.
You wouldn't have felt bad anyway.
No, not really. Come out on the balcony. There's a marvelous view, especially at this time of day.
Fantastic.
There's Valentine's flat, directly over there beyond Tower Bridge. I wonder if he's looking at us.
Nice for him to be able to keep an eye on you. And nice for you, too.
I'll tell you more about that when I get back from the Camargue.
Oh, that's where you're going?
Yes.
What, holiday?
No, commission from Isabel.
Isabel? Thought she hated you.
Oh, she always says she does, but she always turns up trumps when I need some money, and I'm desperately broke. So I'm going to do one of those mood pieces for taffeta about a woman all alone in the Camargue with those wild horses and her fantasies. You know, the kind of thing.
Yes, the kind of thing you do very well. In fact, you could do it without going there.
I've promised Isabel. But I must leave in a moment, and I haven't shown you around yet. I've got to be in Folkestone tonight, crossing from Dover at crack of dawn tomorrow. Come on. Bedroom.
Oh!
Surprised to see it.
Well, yes, everything else is so...
Kevin John Athlone, I need hardly say.
I thought you'd decided.
I'd decided to keep just one. The most violent one of all. To remind me, never, ever again. A splash of red. That's what it's called.
You were going to... A splash of red.
Spare keys for you.
Oh, good.
Now, this is the street door when it's locked at night, and this is the door to the flat, and the others are various keys. You'll find out if you have to. Oh, you won't need this one. This locks the cupboard on the landing. I've put all my clothes in there.
Must be a big one.
Yes, very big, so to give you lots of room in the bedroom. I must fly. I'm having to get to Folkestone. Oh, Jemima, I've left you a copy of my new book. It's by the phone. You will read it. Promise?
Hmm? Yes, a promise. Yeah.
Bye, Jem.
Is that all you're taking with you?
The Camargue summer. One doesn't wear clothes.
And you're really going alone?
Oh, absolutely alone. I'm definitely not taking my new angel with me. But the news of my romance, by the way, is a complete secret till I get back.
Well, it's safe with me. I don't know about it.
Nobody does. Not even my last angel, who was of all things... Oh, no, I can't tell you that without telling you...
What was of all things?
No, it's too long, too complicated. Besides, well, why tell secrets when it's so much more fun to write them out in a novel? A married man. Oh, and remind me to tell you when I get back about a magical encounter I had one evening down in the piazza. A casual encounter. Or should I say carnal?
If you don't tell me about it, I don't know.
When I get back, darling. When I get back. Now I really must disappear.
Have a lovely time. Come on, Puss. Let's go and wave goodbye to your mistress. Where is she? We can't have missed her. Hello?
You whore! Supposing there was a real splash of red on the carpet. Or would you prefer it on the bed? How do you want it, Jemima?
Hello?
Hello, is that you, Chloe?
No. Yes, it is, but,
Chloe, if she's there. Is her father speaking? I'm sorry, but... Oh, I see.
I'm borrowing her flat while she's on holiday.
Yeah, oh, I know she was going on holiday. She said she'd come down here and spend the night with us, but she hasn't come.
Well, she was in a hurry to get to Folkestone.
That's it. Well, we live in Folkestone.
Well, she should have been there by now.
Well, of course she should. Mum's very worried, but I said, well, you know, Chloe.
We all do, but I don't think that we can do anything about it at this moment.
No, that's exactly what I said.
Would you give me a ring in the morning if you have any further problems?
Yeah, all right, yes.
Okay, good night.
Well, good night. Thank you very much.
Lovely day for the Wollstonecraft Library. Morning. Tessie, you there? Tessie?
You didn't want to hear from anyone.
I do, really.
What?
Well, I'm off to the library in a few minutes, but I thought you might like to come round for tea.
Why? Are you feeling lonely?
Or a glass of wine. Chloe's left some lovely pouilly fuissé in the fridge. And there's something funny going on.
Oh?
Well, I've had a dirty phone call. And Chloe didn't turn up at her parents'. They phoned in the middle of the night.
Yeah?
She said she was going there, and I didn't see her leave. She's disappeared.
Really?
It's just a bit odd. I feel something, you know me. The block's quite empty, and you can sunbathe. There's a smashing little terrace.
You've talked me into it.
Thanks. Okay.
Where is she?
Who?
Chloe, the daughter of the dock lad.
How the hell do I know?
All right, now she won't get away. Okay, lead me to her, Jemima Shore Investigates. You know where she is, take me there.
Let go of me, you drunken slob. Ah. Oh,
Jesus! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been drinking. And I've been drinking because of that damn whore. No, I've been drinking because of her, because I just want to tell her that I'm sorry. And I just want to tell her that I'm lovely and that I love her. Now, where the hell is she?
I've told you, I don't know.
All right, I'm not gonna hit you again. Just tell me where she's gone.
How many times do I have to tell you? I haven't the slightest idea.
All right, who's been sleeping on Chloe's bed? The only thing that she ever brought from the Fulham house. How do you like it, Jemima Shore? It's her favorite. She had a terrible taste for violence, our Chloe. The best place for it, above the bed.
So you said in your obscene telephone call.
A telephone call.
Last night.
I don't even know the bloody number of this place. The only reason I got the address was because I charmed the pants off the old lady that had the new house in Fulham. Oh, Jesus Christ, I could use some whiskey! Oh, God, I could use some whiskey. Have you got any about the place?
No, and even if I had, there'd be none for you.
Of course. You're quite right. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go home, I'm going to have a shave, and I'm going to have a shower. Then I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy the biggest bunch of flowers in the whole of London, and I'm going to come back. Red flowers. A wonderful splash of red. It goes with my sculpture to liven up this whited sepulchre.
There is no need to go on apologizing.
I'm not apologizing. I'm wooing you. Because, Miss Jemima Shore Investigator, you will find my Chloe for me. I know you will. Till later.
What can you do, Puss? Puss, Puss, Puss. Midnight. Midnight. Midnight! Oh, hell. Midnight! Puss, 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 Puss. Puss, Puss. Where are you, Puss? Is that you, Puss? Anyone in there? Puss, Puss, Puss. Puss, where are you, Puss? You in here somewhere? Midnight.
Adam. Adam. It was built for the piano nobile of the house, I should think. Doesn't it look ghastly in here?
I know you.
And I know you.
You were at my party.
It wanted to come in, so I let it in.
It's a he.
1780, the original house. It's probably one of the finest things Adam ever did. You know, all the Georgian houses here had embankment gardens then, so that the public had access to the river. I've got all the original drawings. I had them copied at the British Museum. I was thinking of blowing them up and sticking them all over the walls when I leave. What do you think?
Oh, you're a squatter, are you?
Certainly. Although I prefer to call myself a friend and revivifier of the house. Froth.
And how do you propose to revivify it?
By bearding the lion in his den. You do know, don't you, that Sir Richard Lionel has had this flat redecorated in this obscene manner for his own personal occupancy.
Oh, really?
And, now you know what I think of him. Oh. It's good, isn't it? Are you revivifying the house too? Squatting?
No, I've borrowed the flat of a friend while she's away.
Which one?
Up one, the penthouse. Well, I think I ought to be going. Here.
Goodbye, cat. Goodbye, goddess.
Why?
Aren't you a goddess of the tiny screen?
Oh, I see.
Unless you meant why say goodbye. Well, we shall meet again, I have no doubt.
What on earth are you doing here?
Jemima. Can't you guess? It's not hard.
Well, it beats me.
I'm waiting for Chloe.
What? Where is she, then?
Well, I don't know. I've been waiting here for longer than I care to remember.
Look, we must talk. Can you come outside?
Delighted. After all this time chained to this ghastly seat. I feel like death.
Are you all right?
I seem to have misspent my youth waiting for Chloe. In vain.
Poor Valentine.
Kind Jemima to say so.
Come on. Don't you think you ought to leave a note?
Would you be an absolute dear and give this to Chloe Fontaine when she comes? You can't miss her. She's, wonderfully beautiful. Thank you.
But why were you meeting her?
I was going to give her some good advice before she went on her secret trip.
To the Camargue?
Ah, she told you.
Yes, she said she was going there to do a piece for Taffeta.
Taffeta? What an extraordinary thing to say. Well, that's completely untrue. I mean, well, Isabel would never dream of commissioning her.
Oh, well, where was she going, then?
Well, it's the Camargue, all right. But not for Taffeta. Not till Monday, I gather. She's going with her latest lover.
But she swore to me she wasn't. Not my new angel. I'm a very old friend of hers. Why should she lie to me?
Jemima, you were her alibi. Do you see?
Alibi? My God, for her trip. And she's not going till Monday, you said. Am I her alibi for this weekend, too? Hmm? Where is she and who with?
She's spending the weekend in that concrete monstrosity on the river. In the first floor flat. Shacked up with her new love. Sir Richard Lionel.
I wonder why she didn't want to tell me. Why couldn't they go straight to the Camargue?
That's because he's been called to some meetings at number 10 and he can't refuse.
How did you know about it? Did she tell you?
Well, I first found out completely by chance. Then Chloe needed a confidant and I was around the place. And I know Lionel because he lives near us in the country. More to the point, I know his wife, Francesca. She's a great friend of Mummy's.
What's she like?
Well, she reminds me most of Medea with touches of Lady Macbeth. And Chloe proposes to take over her part. I mean, as if she could.
What?
She proposes to become the next Lady Lionel as soon as she can.
How long has she known him?
Ever since your television program, which they were both on.
Oh, yes. But at that party I gave, they didn't even speak to each other.
Well, wise precaution with the press there, and photographers.
Guess he can fix the press.
Oh, no, he's very worried about it. He wants to go respectable. I mean, really respectable. You know he's been tipped as the new chairman of CARI, the Committee for Arts and Caring Industry.
Oh.
And you know how keen the royal family are on that.
Yes, so he won't want a divorce.
Chloe's trying to get him to commit himself to a divorce after the CARI announcement's been made.
But I wonder why she wants to marry him. It can't just be his money.
Strong, powerful, dominant, aggressively masculine.
Oh, poor Valentine.
And, of course, he offers security. She's never married a rich man before. It has all the charm of novelty about it. And you know how Chloe loves novelty.
Yes.
I only hope I haven't fouled it up for her.
But how could you have?
Well, Francesca came to tea with Mummy in the country, you know, and said, wasn't it marvellous Richard was going to have a real holiday for once, and how she couldn't go with him because of the garden, so he was going by himself to the Camargue. Mummy's always had a fine natural instinct for making trouble where Chloe's concerned, since she decided quite wrongly, alas, that Chloe's after me. So she cried, "Ah, the Camargue, what a coincidence. Valentine was just telling me that pretty little writer of his, you know, the one who's always getting divorced. What's her name? Chloe Fontaine. She's off to the Camargue by herself, too. I wonder if they'll meet."
Oh.
Of course, I butt in with, "Oh, Mummy, the Camargue isn't a restaurant. You don't bump into people there." But I can see from Francesca's face that the damage has been done. Francesca knows that if she doesn't, she's jolly well going to find out, and then there'll be all hell breaking loose. So I want to warn Chloe.
I think I ought to try and see Chloe. I don't believe it.
My little darling, you're back.
I am not your little darling.
Oh, I meant to have vanished before you turned like a good fairy and left you alone with your surprise, but it all got too much for me. And I had a drop or two at lunch with my old mate Dixie. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it at all.
Wouldn't have done what?
Just wait and see. Wait and see where I've left you. It's a splash of red in Chloe's white heaven.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, my darling. Neptune deposited my magnificent gift in house again. Then I fell down these bloody stairs and I couldn't be bothered to get up, so I had a kip. And I was awoken by a maiden's kiss.
No, you were not.
Au revoir, my darling investigator. I shall trouble you no more. Goodbye. I was born in Dublin City, found the place you all know well. Oh.
Chloe, it's me, Jemima. Chloe, it's Jemima. I've got a message for you from Valentine. Chloe? John has known.
Windpipe immediately. That accounts for all the blood. Kitchen knife, I think.
They're looking.
It's a good sculpture, by the way. It's an Athlone, isn't it? There's one rather similar in the Tate. I'm glad I've had a chance to see this one.
Time of death?
Judging from the body temperature, between 1 o'clock and 2. I'd think about halfway. Say 1:30, near as damn it.
1:30.
How about this, sir?
What do you think?
Yes, I'd say so.
Do you recognize it, Jemima?
Yes, it's one of that set over there.
Make sure that's blood.
Excuse me, sir.
Well, I must be getting back.
I'll see you in a few minutes. No?
Yes.
You'll be all right? I don't want to leave you.
Ta-da! Murder weapon, exhibit number 1. Will you take down forensic check?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hello, Chloe. This is Dad.
I'm at the station. You know, where you said you'd meet me. Well, I've been waiting here some time now.
One moment, please. Could you deal with this? It's Miss Fontaine's father.
Hello, sir. I'm a police officer at your daughter's flat, dealing with a certain matter. Where exactly are you? June? Right. Well, if you'll just stay exactly where you are, a young lady police officer will arrive to look after you. Town Tube Station. The telephone box. Mr. Fontaine. Jemima Shore, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm a fan of yours.
Oh, good.
Gary Harwood, Inspector Portsmouth's assistant. You know him, of course.
Well, of course, we've done several programs together.
Hi. Do you remember that program you did?
Would you excuse me?
Howard.
Hello, Miss Shaw.
Sir Richard.
I'm sorry to meet you again under such awful circumstances. I understand you were her tenant and you found her. Must have been terrible for you.
Rather more terrible for Chloe.
Yes, of course, and I'm shattered. I came back here to my office flat and found the police. Awful. Where will you go?
Oh, a hotel near here, I hope. I want to stay in the area for my work. And to give the police all the help I can.
Well, naturally, but why don't you stay downstairs? You're very welcome.
Downstairs?
In my office flat on the first floor.
Yes, I know.
Why not, Jemima? It seems a good idea.
Well, yes, it's very kind of you.
Now, if you'll excuse us, I want to have a word with Sir Richard.
I'm sorry. I know lots of people who hated Chloe for one reason or another, who wanted to kill her. But there's a world of difference between wanting to kill and actually killing, isn't there?
A world, yes. But it seems like a crime of passion, stabbing her not just to kill her, but to punish her.
Stabbing her after she was dead.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, we never came here, you know. My mother and I was
It's her
never
father.
invited.
Well, she hasn't been here very long, has she?
Never invited us to her previous place either, the one she had in Fulham.
Mr. Fontaine, I'm Jemima Shore.
Yeah, I know you. See you every Wednesday. Wednesdays at 8, you're on.
Yes, that's right.
Jemima Shore Investigates. I never miss a programme, eh? How's your own teeth?
Yes?
Oh, it was what they ripped them out when you went on telly and gave you new ones.
No.
Well, that's why I've never accepted any of their numerous offers to appear.
Mr. Fontaine, have they told you about...
Yeah.
I told him on the way here.
It's very plush here, isn't it? Except where somebody made a mess with his muddy feet, but there's no garden.
There's a nice balcony, though. Would you like to see?
Yeah, well, might as well. Now I am here.
It's over here.
Yes, my dear, I can see. 61, but I've still got my own eyes for seeing with, and most of my own teeth. A balcony? Yeah. Yeah, it's all very nice. It's not the same as a garden, is it? I mean, you wouldn't put a baby out on a balcony, would you? Well, not for very long. Do you know, when I left home this morning, her mother said to me, Charlie, she says, you must tell Chloe to make sure she has a little garden. That was the last thing she said to me. Tell Chloe to make sure she has a little garden. She was so happy. That's when Chloe telephoned us, you see. In spite of her being a bit unusual, she was so happy. Chloe was 71. She came to us rather late in her lives at that. When she'd finished telephoning, her mother said, "A grandchild," she said. "Grandchild? At my age? Fancy that." Yes, Miss Shore. Clive was going to have a baby. Did you know that? She told us this morning. She was so happy.
Bit of a slip-up, wasn't it, for her?
I suppose, unless it was deliberate.
Now, why should it have been deliberate?
3 months gone, so it might just possibly be Lionel.
He said it wasn't. He admits she was his mistress, oh yes. But he didn't know she was pregnant, and anyway, he wasn't the father.
Why did her father come up to London?
He told us to talk to Chloe because the mother wasn't well enough to make the journey.
You know Chloe was hoping to marry Richard Lionel.
Yes, I got that.
Well, have you started it?
Maybe.
I found a bottle of white wine in the fridge to help you along.
Good.
So, Richard Lionel may have done it.
Yes, he had a motive.
But at 1:30 he was at lunch.
Who with?
With his wife. He left around 2:30. The restaurant confirms it.
Oh, well, then he's in the clear. Have you got any whiskey?
I'm afraid so. He has made a statement and gone back to Sussex.
To his wife? Wonder what she'll think.
Whatever she thinks, I bet she keeps her trap shut to make sure the press don't get hold of anything solid. They have to be very careful about what they print, you know, Jemima. This isn't your average juicy scandal. It's a murder case.
A crime passionnel?
Was it?
Well, surely, all those stabbings.
She was skulled instantly by the wound in the throat. Instantly and skillfully, after which we stabbed several times to make it look like a crime passion. Could be. So, we have a list of possible murderers. Of course, there is you.
Oh, thanks a lot.
It's Richard Lionel, his wife, the third-floor squatter trying to make it look like Lionel. But my favourite candidate for the job is your Irishman. Thank you. Kevin John Athlone. But then there is Valentine Brighton, well-connected young man. First class shot, rides at badminton. Lady Brighton, his mother, lunches with the chief constable.
Oh, well, what are you waiting for, then?
I'm seeing him tomorrow.
Why didn't Chloe tell you about this photographer? She must have known he was there. Why did she say she hadn't given her telephone number out? Was she that much of a liar? Chloe? No. There are some women who tell lies all the time, just out of habit or to keep in practice.
No, I'd have said Chloe was particularly truthful. She held things back sometimes, of course, but mostly about her private life, she was devastatingly frank. I've known her since we were at Cambridge together, and she always told me everything. Once in a hoarse whisper, and then all over again in her latest novel. Do you see that? The warehouse?
Yeah, across the river. Like someone was using a mirror on us.
A camera, more like. Lend me your car.
I'll drive you.
No, I think I know who it is.
Can you cope with those gears?
Adam?
You should never have come, Jemima.